Hi, this is Matt G. Welcome back to Hopewell Farm, episode 56 here on Calmsden. The sugar beet harvest. The beet harvester is here and ready. It's the Tiger 6. It's got the slightly bigger 4.8 metre header. So it should not take nowhere near as long as the damn potato harvester did. But there we go. It holds a lot more, 42,000 I believe it is, litres on this one. It's quite a nice nice harvester really. You kind of don't mind doing sugar beets. As long as you're not doing too big of fields, obviously. So it's quite simple. It works like any other harvester. You turn it on, lower the header down, and away you go. So you can see from inside the cab you've got some good screens. You've got the one on there that left there, the top left. It's almost, although it's not working, it's almost like you can see the actual beets being pulled out from the ground. So you can give you an idea of what the screens would look like in reality. Especially with the lower screen, it gives you your trackway. And then over here you'd have all the information. I'm sure somewhere down along the lines there'll be a PC mod that can sort of do stuff with these screens, but there we are. Right, we're going to jump out here. We're going to let the worker carry on for the time being. We've got to run back and get something to unload those with. I should imagine that should be on its way back down. There we go, it's just turned. There we go, it's our first little dump out of it. Move that along a little. 13,000. That's probably around about 8,000 a strip. Bearing in mind the first strip was I think there's only a 3-rower, something like that. It doesn't have to take its time to turn. Just turn around and go. Follow him up just a little bit. We're not gonna first wanna get here so that he can unload as he comes down. Because what we're gonna do is we're starting the prep work of getting rid of all of our machinery. It's all going to be sold. It's all got to be sold. We're leaving the farms going shortly. We'll keep the greenhouses in the very bitter end. We're going to with the harvesters, I believe. I must admit, I do prefer the fixed base trolley for the headers. These wiggly ones, the 3-axle, I don't like it. It makes things 10 times harder. I mean, that is my opinion, obviously, but let's see if we can get this in comfortably. We're going to get the other one in. Can't even get to the sale point. So obviously we are going to be repairing and repainting. It is only fair. Repair it. And wow, 40,000 to repaint that. Gee, money back, but I mean that 40 grand for a paint job. And here comes the Massey Ferguson Activia 7347S, and we crashed it. It's going to run out of fuel, so let's get that up there pretty quick. So we don't want to add more fuel. It's wasting money, that. And we're going to try and be sneaky. We're going to go for the path of least resistance. So I mean, with the fixed ridge, they're just easy to manoeuvre. Goes where you want it to go. By far my favourite little harvester. $32 grand. God blimey. That's even more. Well, it's not. It's wasn't expecting that repainter cost. Jesus, 7 grand for the header and all. Oh, that's not too bad. Right. 190,000. So that was technically worth more than the big ideal. We'll head back to the farm and over to the beats, see how they're doing. Here we are. We're just going to try and swing around as quick as we can here and catch him so we can unload him before he gets too full. The original plan was to build a sugar factory and turn this into sugar for productions, but obviously with Calmsden 2.0 out now, it's better to wrap this up, move on, and then come revisit Calmsden later on in the year. It's always going to be one of my most fondest. It's the first playthrough I've ever done online. And we are about 2, 3, yeah, about a quarter way through. About a quarter through. Don't chop me up, thank you. Yeah, I'd say about a quarter. And we have 49, say 1,000 in there. So, yeah, I reckon we get 250,000 litre capacity. That will fill it up, I reckon. And, oh, when did they start having balloons in Calmsden? I haven't seen that there before. Oh, my driving's appalling tonight. Pick the big up. I know they got seed in there, but we're not too fussed about it now. Killing a few birds with one stone there. Try and get as much equipment in the gap as we can. Starting with the cedar. Let's get all this unloaded. Quite a bit of sugar beets, more than I thought it would actually be at the moment. I honestly didn't think we'd fill one of these up. We're getting close to the 100k mark. We're not quite halfway yet either. That'll be interesting. 92,000 and we're not quite halfway, so it will be an interesting to find out what it'll be. What we're going to do is we're going to try and position this close enough that hopefully it will trigger it to drop it again. Just about here. So we're going to head over to the store. Here we are. We've got the big seeder in there. We've got the mowers. We've got a couple of the ploughs. You've got the seed fertilizer tank here, one of them. Another one of the seeders here. We've also got the Massey Ferguson. It's been with us for a while. Not worth a great deal, but let's see how much of this we can get done. So first we are going to repair everything in a row. I'm not expecting too much high repair bill here. And then we're going to repaint it. That seems to be the pricey stuff. Alright. You can see all the prices coming up there. There's a few hefty numbers thrown in. Now for the sale prices. 21,000 for that one. 51 for that. 70 for the big seed. 10 for that. 59 for the second one. 14 for the first plough. 30 for the other seeder. And 14 for the second plough. Total of 274,000. Sad to see it all go, it really is. And bearing in mind we probably paid 5 times that for a lot of that stuff originally. Even though we did try and buy second hand. We're using the shortcut a lot today. And that was to grab the last of the seeded planters. So we can get that up there. And we'll take this round to the store. Here we are, just waiting for this one to turn around so we can pick up his load. He's about 80%, 85% full. You can see the devastation behind me where the village has been practically wiped out. We've got a lamppost, I think, what, maybe one lamppost there to our left, or to the left as looking. We've also got the flour factory at the top. And I think that's it. It'll be like it never existed, apart from all the pretty trees, pavement and everything else. Yeah, just pick up all the sugar beets we can off of it. See what we get. That's as close as I dare. We'll go back before we're out of his way. There we go. And we'll head back over to the shop. Here we are at the shop. Foreign machineries. And this is the next batch of stuff to be sold. The last of the seeder. The forage wagon. Done us proud. And the last of the fertiliser. And unfortunately the John Deere. Leaves us with just the cloths to finish everything off. As usual, we're going to repair. Repaint 16 grand. God, I only had that a couple of months. 8 months. Alright, fair enough. Would we like to? Yeah, we'll repaint it. Repaint it. You can see all the bills there. 20, 30, 45, 50,000. 50,000. Let's see how much money we make from them, shall we? $412. Wow. I said we're not actually making money, we're losing money on the machinery because at John Deere we bought brand new. We're going complete wrong way here. Unfortunately we are getting rid of everything. We're in the process. The next episode will be probably the last. It'll be just a mass clear out. What am I putting in there? I don't want to put it in there. I want to take it out of the spawn point. 2,000 feed. Once the feed's gone, the chickens will be going. It'll be the same process at the sheep. 195 litres. 197 litres. Sorry ladies and gents, but it looks like today's your last day on the farm. I don't know how many can spawn here, so I'm just going to pull that one out there. And that one out there. Just so they've got a little room, just in case. They'll keep going until they run out of either seeds and fertiliser, or we run out of time. So let's go straight back towards the harvester. I think we're done selling bits and bobs for today. Save that for another time. And we'll get this sugar beet harvest finitoed. Jump into build mode. I want to get rid of that damn light before I forget it. One little placeable and you won't be able to sell the field. I'm not sure about trees, but it looks good. You can pretty much tell where everything was. All the house plots here. I'm sure I missed anything there. I thought I got something highlighted. Never mind. This is where the football pitch was. See the flats, the car park, play area. The woods is still there, that's cool. Cereal factory, oil factory, and spinnery. Shops were down at the beginning. So the only thing we've got here is this. And the only reason that's still there, is because it's got some grain in there turning it into flour. We've got it to automatically sell. But there's no point in selling the building until we're about to give up all the flour's actually done and dusted. Yeah, so what we're going to do is, once we finish this, as long as we don't completely fill this truck completely up, which I don't think we will. 250,000 litres or under, I reckon. And when we do, I'm not going to sell it straight off. What we will do is take it over to the silo. Obviously we can't put it in. We'll say our goodbyes for the episode, and in the final episode we'll sell that along with all the other grains and everything else that's left to sell. It won't be too much, I don't think. Might be a long episode. Try and keep these last few ones short as we can. Not sure if this is the very penultimate or if we'll have 2 more episodes. We'll see how long it takes to get rid of everything. Yes, we've got 160,000 litres of sugar beets off this so far. That's not bad. I don't think we've got another 70,000 in here at all. We've got a few, but just not quite as many as what would be sort of required to fill this completely up. As you can see, everything's pretty much gone. We've got the bale trailer still, so we've got to go do the bales in the next one as well. And the silo, obviously, for obvious reasons. And a bale, which could probably be picked up by the bale trailer when we do it. And we've also got, we should have at least 1 tractor. And a bale machine. I'm not sure why we got the baler machine. While we're waiting for that thing to fill up, we're going to go sell the baler. I think the bale trailer can be pulled by the little Massey we've got. So we are going to also say goodbye to the cloths here. In fact, I think what I'll do is I'll leave this in the sell point, and we'll say goodbye to this at the end of this episode. The baler and the cloths. So our last big tractor. Definitely worth saying goodbye to it in style. So yeah, I think the ending of the episode is a fitting tribute to it. So yeah, we'll leave these in here till the end. Yeah, I think it's just kind of dawned on me. This is the last harvest we're doing on this Calmsden series, and it does mean quite a lot to me. you know, this was my very first YouTube series. So you know, it is sad that it's about to leave us. It is a little upsetting that it's going. It's brought many hours of fun and laughter, especially at how terrible some of my earlier videos were. Even these newer ones ain't the greatest. We live within the technology that we use, and unfortunately we do not have a PC or a gaming PC, or can afford a gaming PC. We have an Xbox and a can-do attitude and a really creepy laugh, so I'm told. I have no idea if my laugh's creepy or not. If it helps, I'm scared of Jack in a Box. That'll make you have a giggle. Just the noise. If I hear that, whoa, panic, sweats. Jack in the Box and needles. There you go. If you ever meet me in real life, you've got some ammunition. I've missed that whole little strip there. Alright, let's just go down, spin it around and get it properly. Didn't even get to 80. It's a poor yield on that edge there then, really. Yeah, it's this side. There we are. Alright, let's get rid of the old harvester and its header. They've gone back. 214,228 litres. Too many twos in that. Too many twos in that amount of twos. And just for the fun, can we full pelt it through the archway in first person mode? Oh, yes we can. Oh, didn't think I'd make that. Honest to God, didn't think I'd make that. I think what we will do quickly is... trying to think where it is now. Sell anything. We are going to put one of these in. We're going to put that in just... Can I put it there? There. And we're going to bring this round. I'll leave that in just there for now. And then if I give these pallets a nudge, they should sell, in theory. Save me mucking around. There you go. There you go. Right, so we've got our little sell point to get rid of all our grains next time round. And then we'll move the sell point over to near the bales so we can sell all the bales. So yeah, next time round we'll be selling almost 100,000 wheat, 50,000 canola, 50,000 barley, and 20,000 oat, as well as 200,000 litres of sugar beets. Then will be the eggs and the wool, the animals, the bales, and depending on the time that will take to do, that'll either be everything else included or there'll be one final episode. So here we are at the shop to say goodbye to our Kloss. We wanted one for quite some time. We eventually got one, the Axion 920. It's a lovely little tractor. And our Vicon fast baler, my God, has this put in some work. That thing has made us so much money. It's fitting that it's one of the last things to go on this episode. But yeah, let's... I mean, it's never been repainted. So we're definitely going to Give that a painting send off. 29 grand. It's not even barely damaged for paintwork. Ugh, mad. Anyway, let's say goodbye to the fast baler. 25 grand. 95 months we had that. Wow. Shows you how long we've been on this series. But it's gone. There we are. 270 grand. 3.68 million. I imagine that'll go up a couple of £1,000 over the course of the night. We've also got the cars to get rid of. All the vehicles we got. So until next time, I've been Matty G. This has almost been the end of Hopewell Farm here on Calmsden. And I'm going to call this Calmsden Point 1. Because there will be a 2. Just not for a while. Until the next episode, and maybe the last. Peace out.